What up? What up? What's good, everybody? Happy Wednesdays. We are back again with
What up,
another
guys?
episode of my live streams, Wednesdays live streams. Hope everybody is doing well out there. Um, Before I get any further into the live, I just want to say, um, if this is your first time tuning into my live streams, welcome. I do these live streams every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, different topics every week. I talk about pretty much everything from, jerseys to sneaker news to, pop culture, collecting, life, basically whatever I dabble myself with. I already see some heads up in here. A's, Raiders, Dubs, Sharks. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you guys want to chime in the live stream, there is a link in the description of or the chat. So if you want to highlight that, you could be a guest if you want to be a part of this panel tonight. What up, Sixburg 64s? What is good, everybody? KD or K Dub Dubbin, my man, what's good? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Daniel, what is good? Yo, what or Danzel? I'm sorry, Danzel Curtis. What is up, man? Chilling, bro. It's Wednesday night. At least for me, So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If you guys want, there is the link right there that which I highlighted. So if you want to tune in, feel free to be a guest. And it's gonna be an interesting topic tonight, man. Some great topics that I kind of want to talk about. But basically to start things off, I just want to talk about Steph Curry right quick. Congratulations to my man Stephen Curry, who is now officially crowned the 3-point king in the entire National Basketball Association. Such an amazing goal to attend. I did a video on this as well the other night, just kind of showing my celebration and stuff like that. But just putting things in perspective is it's amazing. It's amazing how much the game has evolved and just seeing how much these players have evolved in terms of their performance, in terms of their longevity, in terms of their career. It's amazing. It's amazing to me, and then me being a Warriors fan just is like icing to the cake for Steph's legacy right here, man. So, for those of you who don't know, who don't follow hoops like that, and basketball stuff, Steph Curry broke a record, a monumental record last night, I think after 10 years of a former 3-point champion king known as Ray Allen. He had, I think it was 2,973, I believe, 3 points made. And Steph Curry broke that record last night. He is now at 2,977, if I'm not mistaken. So, such an amazing thing, man. What a time to be a basketball fan, man. For real, for real, for real. But K Dubbin says, Legend, will be posting my Steph collection on Kings at some point this week. That's what's up. Tag me if you do. I would love to see that video. I have a Steph Curry collection myself. I know a couple of Steph Curry Warriors collectors out there that have a better or just an awesome collection out of this world. That blows mine out the water. I'm fortunate enough to own a good amount of them in my collection. I'm just only growing it. So, that's something I'm very proud of. And me being a Warriors fan, you know, is better. It just adds more. It adds more meaning, I think, to my collection. So, um, what up, Jake? What's good? What's good, man? Thanks for tuning in tonight. um, so this topic though, basically, I just kind of want to go into this real quick because kind of a tough day for me. For sure, man. I appreciate you coming in nonetheless, man. Hope everything is well with you, bro. I know you're pretty much a regular here, man. So if you just want to tune in the chat, that's fine as well. But if you want to hop on, please feel free. Um, as we rapidly approach Christmas season, I just want to say that I don't plan on going live next week. There's just a lot of stuff going on next week with Christmas being on a weekend this year, and then also just prepping everything. I know a lot of people are probably going to be traveling with their family and friends, which I totally understand. So I will not be going live next week, guys, but I do plan to go live the week after Christmas. So just mark your calendars if you do want to follow me step by step. Um, but yeah, so I'm not gonna go live next week. So this will be my last live before Christmas. But I do still plan to upload videos like usual in the next like week or so. So let me read some comments real quick. Checking in, what's good? What is up? What up? What up? What up? What's up, Bay Area? Just talking tonight, just talking real quick about Steph Curry's record, man, last night, breaking that monumental record at MSG, Madison Square Garden, beating the Knicks, just what an amazing place to do it. You know what I mean? I would have loved for it to have happened somewhere in the Bay, like at home, maybe even Sacramento. But I think that having it at MSG it was only fitting. It was only fitting for that to happen. And I wanted it to happen in Philly just because, the Warriors being from Philadelphia, being founded in Philly back in like 46. I thought that would have been dope. But Embiid, was like, yo, not in our house, man. We're not making that happen. So, it is what it is. I'm just glad that Steph Curry was able to achieve that goal, and that record. And I'm just proud, man. Proud as a Dubs fan, proud as a Steph Curry fan. Real happy for him. And sky's the limit, man. He's basically setting the bar now for now until he retires. So, anyways, guys, that's I just want to talk about that, and then also I wanted to focus on the topic tonight, which is quite interesting because I actually got a mixed review of votes on this. So basically, guys, I'm pretty active on my Instagram and my other social media handles. Check me out on my other handles as well. You could find my other social media handles in the description here. But on my Instagram account specifically, I posted a poll about some jerseys that surfaced online like about a week ago or earlier this week, and they were dubbed as fashion jerseys. So, what are fashion jerseys? You guys are wondering. Well, my definition of them in a nutshell are basically jerseys that are styled from that are not of I guess they're more of a lifestyle type jersey, if that makes any sense. They're obviously not official uniforms that are worn on the court or on the field or ice rink or whatever sport, major league sport they are playing in. But it is it's more so of, you like the jersey because it looks nice, and it's basically a fashion jersey. That's what I dub them as. But basically, excuse me. These fashion jerseys I'm talking about are the Bleacher Report and Mitchell and Ness collabs. So, for those of you who are wondering what they are, they're basically a series of jerseys that famous rappers and artists get the opportunity to create their own jerseys based on their hometown that they're repping. So, for example, you had E40 who did the Golden State Warriors, the city jersey. He kind of gave his own spin on it. I think Outkast did an Atlanta Hawks one a while back. I know Juice World did like the Chicago Bulls. And then they released another wave of rappers that did some other styles for these basketball jerseys. You had Kid Cudi, who did the Cavaliers. You had Eminem, who did the Detroit Pistons. And you also had, what's his face? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, yeah, Lil Wayne, Young Money doing the Jazz. So these jerseys are very interesting. I was very interested in this because there were actually some that I liked. I thought they were pretty dope. But there was like a mixed reaction of people who just absolutely despised these jerseys. And it was crazy to me because I thought it was going to be like a landslide of votes where nobody was going to vote on one side and everybody else was going to vote on the other. But it was actually 50% on some of those jerseys. So if you guys are wondering what they look like, let me see if I can pull up some pictures because that was a very interesting set of jerseys. Let's see here. Let me see some of the comments real quick. LOL, Danny Green literally just hit 1,500 career threes to put Steph's freak pace into perspective. Yeah, man. I mean, like the thing. Okay, so the thing is with that, the thing is like the only way I could see that record getting topped or Steph Curry's record getting topped is if somebody, like, God forbid this happens, knock on wood, but like, let's say Steph Curry gets a torn Achilles or something to put him out for the rest of the season or the rest of the year or a couple of years. That's the only way I even see his record remotely getting topped off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because right now I was looking at the list and there was about, I think, like looking at like the top 10 players on that list, there's about like 4 or 5 players currently that are active in the league who are still, they're obviously like they still got ways to go trying to even catch up to that record. But if for any reason Steph stopped, and everybody else continued to play, that's the only way I see that record getting broken. Let me add a guest. What up? What up?
What's good?
What's up, bro?
Chilling.
What's going on, man?
Just got home.
Okay, for sure, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good. You?
Just doing the weekly lives, man. Just talking about Steph Curry's record right now, real quick. I saw your story the other night, man. You were watching it, right, on a computer?
Yeah, I was still at work, but I had the game on until he got it, and then I pretty much left after that from work. So because it was after the game started a little bit after school ended, so I was able to have it on the computer, and so I was able to watch that up to that point.
Gotcha. Just real quick to highlight this comment. Well, I'm not gonna highlight it, but yo, Jake, man, my condolences. I know it's never easy losing a loved one, especially when it's an anniversary. So, I just want to hold up. Let me let you on here. What's up, bro?
Hey, man.
I was just responding to you right now. Oh, we lost Bay Area, yeah, man. I just want to give you my condolences, man. It's never easy losing a loved one and having a lot of those memories.
In fact, I actually made a video about that on my YouTube channel today, just kind of giving, because I know these last couple of years have been just absolutely difficult for a lot of people. But yeah, I mean, but what better way to kind of come on here and just, instead of making it a sad thing, just kind of make it more of not necessarily positive, I guess, but just kind of, doing what you love to do and stuff like that. And because I know my mom would have loved to see me just, enjoying myself and doing what it is I love to do. And just, because I know she would have supported me a lot. And like I say, 2021 was arguably one of the worst years in my life. Just because, again, I lost another couple of pretty close family members and this and that and the other thing. And this time of year has always been difficult for me. But
yeah,
it's just one of those things where if I could even help one person out or just, kind of, help out whoever might need it or just kind of give them some guidance and just love and, stuff like that. Because there's a lot of people out there who don't have it, like just they don't have the support behind them or whatever the case might be. And even if it's just 1 or 2 people that I help out, that's the big thing for me. So
right. Oh, for sure, man. Well, look, man, this my live streams are not intended to make people feel sad, man. I want
no,
people,
I know.
I and I appreciate you, putting, feeling comfortable putting your that story out there, man, because I try to make these live streams a place where people can just go away from the reality of life and stuff like that. Most of the time, obviously we talk about real life topics and stuff, but like I try to have people just feel like they could come here and talk about stuff without having to worry about whatever it is they're going through personally. You know what I mean? And I know you've mentioned that to me on a couple occasions on my live streams and stuff. You know, and that goes for everybody that's in the chat rooms, everybody that's live with me on the screen. You know, this is just a place to kick it, talk, you know, just kind of talk shop. And
that's kind of why, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm here kind of right now, is just kind of, you know, get my mind off of things and just kind of, you know, unwind, have a few cold ones, and just kind of, you know, talk about some of the stuff I love to do. So
for sure, man. Yeah. So just to kind of go back to this topic, I did a poll. I should have saved the poll because actually the story disappeared from my Instagram. But
I think I heard, wasn't it about like Mitchell and S fashion jerseys and
yes,
stuff like that?
Yes. So I actually did a a poll. Is that RBL Posse for real? Is that a
Yeah, I mean, I knew you know what that is. Yeah, but no, it's my.
Come man.
It's my brother's, but I had to grab it out because it's kind of on the same page as like the Lil Wayne and all those.
Is that a Mitchell? That's not a Mitchell and Ness.
No, right? No, hell no, no. It's their like actual company.
That's crazy, dude.
The crazy thing is too, like I think the first person that really kind of got like the Mitchell and Ness fashion line going is, remember Bruno Mars's 24 karat gold tour or whatever?
Yeah.
Mitchell and Ness kind of came out with a bunch of stuff for that. I think about 3 years ago now.
Yeah, something like that. So, man, I wish I had a series of photos already like on hand, but I don't. But like just kind of going off the top of my head and kind of just trying to drag my memory and stuff like that. To me, it started off with like, for Mitchell and Ness at least, it started off with the Jay-Z Rockefeller jersey. I don't know if you guys seen that jersey before, but it wasn't
like eBay listings and stuff, but I never actually saw it like live or back in the day.
So let me actually see if I can pull up a picture. Hold on. But basically what it was that it was a jersey that Mitchell and Ness, I guess, designed exclusively for Jay-Z. For those of you who don't know who Jay-Z is, I suggest you look him up because he's like an icon in the hip-hop industry. But yeah, so I found some images of it. Yo, some of these sellers though, they're bugging. Some of these prices, yo, that's outrageous.
Welcome to eBay.
But let me pull up an image here right quick.
Are these from like the like Jersey era, like 03 and stuff?
Yeah,
more recent. Okay, that's
what this one is.
Yeah,
this one is.
Yeah, the other ones I saw.
I have is, did they ever remake the Rockefeller like in a recent line, or was it just primarily back in the day?
Nah, it was that jersey was like a one run thing. At least to my knowledge, I don't think they ever.
That was a little before I was ever a jersey guy. So,
gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up and just show y'all. So, all right, so can you see it?
Oh, it's like Nick's.
Is that even a legit one?
I think this is legit.
I remember those.
Yeah, like I say, I've seen like listings and I've seen pictures, but I've never actually seen it live. But $13.50.
Yeah.
Wow.
And look, they numbered it to 2003, which is basically like the era that these jerseys were like.
Yeah.
Very, very popular.
Yeah, I mean those are dope, honestly.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, so but it's not $1,350.
No, yeah, for sure.
Well, see, so
I mean, screw that.
My point is with it, like, okay, like they, it's dope, right? Like you like them, but like there's people that absolutely despise them. Like it was like one of those things where like it was big when it was, but now it's like people look at it as just being like corny, being tacky. And like this jersey, like I'm not gonna lie, like I thought the jersey was dope. It was simple. It had a lot of meaning to it, it having Knicks colors, Jay-Z being from New York, like it was a cool thing, and he repped New York, you know what I mean? But like you got people like in the comment sections like of like people who post these jerseys like on Kings of Throwbacks. By the way, shout outs to everybody on Kings of Throwbacks. If you guys are wondering what the group is, I suggest you guys take a look at it. It's a Facebook group of a bunch of guys and gals that talk about jerseys and throwback jerseys and just share their love for the uniforms of the sports. But like I see people post this stuff all the time, like fashion jerseys, like, yo, where can I get this? It's sold out. And then people were just like trashing in the comment section the jerseys. And I'm like wondering to myself, I'm like, yo, like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, I understand, but like, I don't get why people, like, when it comes to jersey purists, I'm gonna use that term, purists, like, they're just so anti against it. It's almost like authentic heads versus like swingman heads. Like, it's almost divided. And
oh my bad.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so my thing is I actually don't hate them, which is surprising because I usually like I'm big on everything being exactly how it's supposed to be. So, but surprisingly, I don't hate them. My only problem is with Mitchell and Ness making them now is that the authentics are not what they should be, which makes me not like the fact that they're putting anything else out that's not related to the actual sport. If it was like when they made that Rockefeller one, they were actually making the jerseys I guess more real to what they're supposed to be. So I wouldn't have minded it back then. That's my only issue with them making them now is that they're putting their resources into that opposed to the authentics being basically made correctly. So that's the only reason I have an issue with them. I don't mind the actual jerseys themselves.
Yeah, because again, it's very similar to an actual New York Knicks jersey, and I guess I think that's where a lot of like the purists and stuff like that might get a little, I guess, not offended, but just sort of they're not happy about it per se and stuff like that. And it just seems like for like both sides, I can kind of see it because it just seems like with like the Mitchell and Ness line and stuff like that these days, it just seems more like it's more fashion oriented and just more like, trend oriented as opposed to back in the day when Mitchell and Ness was more known for their actual, jerseys and throwback and kind of more paying homage to MLB, NBA, NHL, NFL, whatever line it was around that time.
Right.
And it just seems like now it's just more jumping on fads and stuff like that, which it's, again, it is what it is. It, for me personally, it just, I know I've kind of spoken out that I'm more, no offense to like guys like King, like Snacks and those guys, but it seems like Snacks out of all of these, like at least out of the close circles and stuff like that we've talked to and all that stuff, it just seems like he seems to be one of the more against the fashion and stuff like that, just more like the Mitchell and S and stuff like that, which for me, I mean, again, I don't really care per se. Just some of the stuff they come up with does seem a little gimmicky to me personally, but I'm not going to be one of those guys because at the end of the day, it's your money. Spend it on whatever you want and this, that, and the other thing. And at the end of the day, if it makes you happy and it makes you feel good as a collector, go for it, because at the end of the day, it's, again, your money, and it is a legit Mitchell and S thing. It's not a bootleg item. It's just, it's interesting, kind of going back to the whole Bruno Mars 24 karat gold stuff. And then kind of, it seems like ever since that was released here about 3 or 4 years ago, it just kind of jumped into now what's been going on with Mitchell and S and just kind of more fashion oriented versus maybe necessarily focusing more on what got them the popularity in the early to mid 2000s during the Jersey boom, which was a little before my time, but again, it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, no, like I don't have a problem with them personally. For me, I mean, some of them, in my opinion, might not look as good as others, but I certainly don't. I don't condemn them. You know what I mean? Like, and actually, those jerseys are actually in better quality, in my opinion, than your average swingman because they actually stitched them. You know what I mean? Like they actually added like single layer of stitching, and I actually own one of them myself. I actually own the E40 Golden State Warriors one. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but I bought that when it came out and it sold out. And I didn't buy it because it sold out. I bought it because I liked it. I'm a Warriors fan. I thought the jersey looked nice. you know, me being a Bay Area native, like I know the significance behind it, and I think that was kind of the intention for each jersey that they did in association with each rapper. And but like some of them I was just like, yo, I don't understand this, or you know what, I wasn't too big of a fan. I'm trying to find pictures of the current ones because they released,
I know one that really kind of sold out pretty quickly was the Eminem Detroit Pistons
Yeah,
sort
that
of
one was pretty dope.
313 jersey or whatever.
With the mask and stuff. That one was pretty dope.
So that one, I actually was feeling that one. I thought I was actually contemplating on buying that one. Yo, this is crazy because I'm looking on eBay right now. Let me pull up my screen on it. Look how much this guy is asking for or person.
I'm gonna say 700. Oh, 900. Wow.
What in the world, dude? Like
again, it makes you look and think, what? You know, I mean,
this is like, yo, this is like the stuff that pisses me off. Excuse my language.
Exactly. I hate that shit too. It's just like the scalping and just that's why a lot of this stuff, you know, I'm not a huge fan of. It's not because of the designs and stuff like that, but just because at the end of the day, it's not even about the love of like the jersey or stuff like that. It's just about how much money can I make? Kind of going back to like past live streams and stuff like that. It's not even about the love of the product that you have. It's just more about how much money can I make off of it. And people will buy this, you know, because it's like, oh my God, it's Eminem. I have to have it, you know, or, oh, it's the, you know, the Pistons jersey from what, like the late to mid 90s, early to mid 90s, you know, the Grant Hill era. And it's just like, oh, I have to have it, you know, and Slim Shady being a Detroit product and all that stuff, you know. I guarantee you someone will probably at least look at it and actually purchase it or be like, ooh, I need to have this because of, you know, one of two things there. So it's just.
Yeah, no, I don't like honestly this between this one, the Kid Cudi Cavaliers one, and then the New Orleans Young Money one, I think that these were like this was my most favorite out of those. You know, obviously I'm a huge Eminem fan. You know, I grew up listening to Marshall Mathers LP, you know, and then following you know, all his other albums and stuff like that. So I totally understand, you know, him being from Detroit, you know, and then also, you know, giving it the Jason Hockey mask, like, and stuff like that. That's basically Slim Shady's persona. So like, I get it, you know, and then he also grew up, the way I'm looking at it, yo, he grew up in the era of when jerseys were big as well. You know, he's from Detroit, you know, repping the Pistons, you know, Detroit native and stuff like that. So like, to me, that makes sense. But like, I just don't understand the hate that this jersey gets, because I actually like this. I like this style a lot. But like, yo, I wish Throwback King was in here because he, you know, he voted trash on my poll that I did, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I just want to understand like why, you know, if we could get into a deeper conversation about this, you know, because this is one of those things, man, where I would love to really just kind of understand the other side of the table, you know.
And then with the Lil Wayne one, did the Jazz ever actually play New Orleans, or is it just because New Orleans is known for jazz? Like, what was the?
No, I think they actually played in New Orleans.
Oh,
right?
did they?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
so
I didn't know that.
The Jazz actually were in New Orleans for a while.
Okay, I never knew that. Okay,
and then they moved. So basically, that's pretty much how the name came about.
Okay, that makes sense because it's supposed to be like a Utah Jazz jersey, right? But it just says New Orleans. Okay, I was wondering about that. I didn't know that. Okay,
so you know, like that. There's a significance there. They didn't just pick a random person or random rapper to rep a team or, you know, or a city that they're repping. So that to me made sense, but in my opinion, that was my least favorite jersey out of those three that dropped.
Like style wise,
it was a bit too much for me personally, and it got the least votes. So I assumed that people didn't like that one. But let me see if I can pull up a picture of it. So
I'm trying to remember because I think I saw a YouTube video of like a NBA YouTuber kind of just like going through all the fashion Mitchell and S jerseys and stuff like that and kind of ranking. I didn't actually really watch. I just kind of skimmed through it, but because he's a Pistons fan normally, Have you heard of like Crispy Flakes or Extra Crispy or whatever on YouTube?
I have not. I've never heard of
Okay.
it.
Well, he's basically a Detroit Pistons YouTuber, and he kind of does a lot with like Pistons and stuff like that. And he was like one of the few that actually went through a lot of these, like, I don't know what the collection technically was called for Mitchell and S, but like the M&M 1313 and then the other fashion ones that kind of went along that too. I kind of just skimmed through it, but
All right, so here's the New Orleans Jazz
Oh
one.
no, that's
nah,
too much.
not really. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember seeing this one now.
I mean,
but yeah,
it would be a little better without the beads. The beads are just too much.
Yeah.
I get why they're there, but that's too much.
Yeah, nah.
Again, yeah, I agree with you, Bay Area. It just seems way too much.
It's got way too much on there.
And I get part of it because I think on his belly he has the tat of the bricks like that, and I know he's from the 17th ward, so I get the significance, but it's still just too much.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I see, like this. Yeah, this has just definitely got too much on for me personally. You know, like everything from the beads, like you mentioned.
It basically represents Lil Wayne with tattoos every fucking every centimeter of his body. Good. So too much, basically. So
right. Yeah. So I don't know. This was one of the. And by the way, the seller's bugging. He wants $1,000 for this.
$1,000 for that? Holy shit,
dude!
How much did they sell for on Mitchell and Ness?
175.
What?
To say?
Yeah.
I thought they were like maybe 400 or something. But even that, like 175, and people are. That's crazy.
Nah, yeah, they retail for
wasn't a resale, buddy. That's why I freaking hate even going after stuff like that anymore. It's just like,
I mean, I get trying to get your hustle on and stuff, but damn, you should be able to buy something you want for the actual price. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for that, I could even go on like Fanatics or in the NBA shop or stuff like that, and actually buy a couple or like 3 or 4 authentic jerseys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
but see, though, like that
jersey, it's just
that's the
I don't know.
That's the thing, though. That's where people don't understand, where they don't like. We price it based on the quality of the jersey. We also price it on the player of, I think, of the jersey, that they're wearing, because like there's some people out there who are not sports fans like us, but they like jerseys.
But yeah, well, case in point, like this right here, this was a $60 purchase with shipping and everything included. And this is an authentic Dallas Cowboys jersey, like one of the team, like as far as I remember, they're like one of Forbes's all-time, grossingest teams of it's like over a couple $1 billion, or like the most profitable sports franchise, and I got this for like $60. Granted, it's Joey Galloway, but still, it's just like the resale market is just absolutely ridiculous on a lot of this stuff. So
yeah, no, I don't even mess with the resale game anymore. Like I stopped paying resale for on sneakers, at least. I've stopped paying resale for over a year now.
Yeah, especially with the sneaker game. Rez, like, with you being part of the sneaker game as well as the jersey game, it's just like the sneaker game has been notorious for doing that stuff for years, which is why I think a lot of like the jersey heads who aren't sneaker heads never really got into sneakers. It's just because, a lot of times people are reselling this stuff for 2, 3, 4 times the amount that it was even retailed for. It's crazy to me to think about, spending $1,000, $2,000 on a pair of Jordans or Kobe's or Kyrie's even, it's just like, but people out there will spend it, which is why a lot of these resellers, like, I mean, even on the Mitchell and S, fashion swingmen are going for over almost $1,000, $2,000 because they know someone out there is desperate enough to pay for it. So yeah.
For sure, dude. Like that's I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on anymore on any kind of clothing good. Like I just can't justify it anymore,
Yeah. I mean,
let me actually pull up the Cavaliers jersey right here real quick and just show you guys. But let me highlight this comment real quick. EW says, see, it's like ruining a classic jersey by drawing on it and selling it for twice as much. I mean, really, if they didn't wear it on the court, meaning the players, then I don't want a knockoff. So, I mean, you're dubbing it as a knockoff, even though it's officially licensed.
Yeah.
That's your definition of it. You know what I mean? Everybody has different definitions of what's a knockoff or what's fake or what's, that's what I'm saying. It's perceived differently by so many different people because when I think of fakes, I think of something that is not officially licensed. Like if it didn't get
made in China.
Yeah, like if it, well, I mean, because Mitchell and Ness jerseys now, I mean, they make them from China. Like,
Yeah, which is crazy,
But back then it was like they didn't make their jerseys from China. They made them from like El Salvador, USA, Honduras, Mexico, like all these other countries. And then now, you see them, they're all China. Yo, KBM, what's good, man? Yo, if you want to hop on, we're talking about the new Bleacher Report and Mitchell and Ness jerseys that surfaced earlier this week. EW says I'm an original classic jersey rocker, no extra stuff. So see, that's like that's what I'm saying though. Like everybody has their different preference. Like we have people like us who want to wear, the player that actually wore the style. We want the jersey to match the era as much and as close as possible. Then you have people out there who don't care. They like literally don't care any about the team. They don't care about the player. They just like the way the jersey looks. And I'm kind of in between because there's teams that I have jerseys of, but I don't necessarily I'm a fan of the team, but it's more so I'm a fan of the player. If that makes any sense. Because, like I tried to explain this the other day to somebody because they're like, "Oh, I thought you're a Warriors fan, but you have like, different jerseys. You have different teams. Like you have a Seattle Sonics, jersey. You have just looking at my rack, you have a San Antonio Spurs, you have a Dallas Mavericks. I'm like, yeah, because I like those players. And it didn't register with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me to put it in perspective, it's like people who say they're Michael Jordan or Kobe fans, but they're not Bulls and Lakers fans.
Well, I mean, case in point, like what I'm wearing now, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I'm a Vikings fan. But a deal is a deal. And as long as the player actually played for the team and the jersey's actually legit, I could really care less, I mean, I'm one of those guys that almost kind of likes going for the weird players that maybe not a lot of people know about and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, everyone has their different styles. Everyone has their different collections and stuff like that. So.
Oh, sure. For sure. Let me pull up the Cavaliers jersey real quick. All right, so this is the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey, and this was actually designed by.
Okay, now that one's actually pretty clean.
Yeah. So there's the front of it. Here's the back. This is the chosen one. Here's the front and back of it, and then you have Kid Cudi wearing the jersey. So it's not like these rappers didn't wear them. I mean, obviously they put them on and stuff like that. But
is Kid Cudi called the Chosen One?
I think that's his nickname. I think.
Yeah, because I don't really follow too much to know, but
yeah, I haven't really followed Cudi like recently. I followed him big when he had his like Man on the Moon stuff, but like I don't.
Yes, even then. But I mean that's cool though. The style's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That one seems more like out of the ones I've seen so far, like the most like you would actually see on the court or like basically, like actually seeing Cleveland wear on the court. So
Right. Damn, this sold out too. Yo, that's sold out.
I'm pretty sure like most, if not all of them sold out.
Yeah, oh no, all of them sold out. Even so, like they dropped apparel, so it wasn't just the jerseys. Like they dropped hoodies, they dropped hats. They dropped I think they dropped like some t-shirts and stuff like that. So, and everything from what I saw sold out. It's like it was gone like in a matter of minutes, which is crazy because I thought this stuff was gonna sit, you know what I mean? And no, like I remember I got an email because I'm subscribed to Mitchell and Ness's newsletter, and I got an email saying, you've been invited to take a early sneak peek at our, upcoming Bleacher Report line, enter in code to get a early access, right? And I clicked on the link and I put the code because I was curious to see what they had. And it was, there was nothing available for me to purchase. So I was like, okay, what happened? Did this thing glitch or what? Is there a certain time? And it turns out that it sold out already.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what the heck? Like, this isn't even out yet to like the public. Like It's not publicly
But
like
again, it's just like the whole pulp culture thing, you know. It's just like pop culture
nuts.
is a very, you know, like with the whole, you know, like Travis Scott thing, you know, from like the last few weeks or something like that. You know, it's just like
that's
pop
another thing.
culture is as much of a fashion icon as jerseys are and stuff like that. Now it just seems like it's more of the pop culture versus the actual jerseys and stuff like that. So
Yeah, no, that's another thing too that I wanted to talk about later, a little bit later in this live. But let me highlight some comments real quick. Excuse me. EW says exactly, and I'm the same. I'm a diehard Bulls fan, but I wouldn't wear a Charlotte Hornets jersey in a minute because of the color, and I like Larry Johnson too. So see, that's what I'm saying. Like it's preference. Everybody has their own preference of it. There's really no right or wrong way on how to do it. I think, you know, Sam. I hope Lil Wayne. I had the Lil Wayne 44 on my cart, but couldn't pull the trigger. They are pretty steep in price. I'm not gonna lie. You know, for a swingman, like yeah, that is pretty steep. So they were, I think, what did I say? 175, 180.
like that,
yeah. So like, I couldn't. I mean, I spent full price on my Bleacher Report E40 jersey. I'm not gonna lie. I spent full price on that jersey, and this was before I started getting back into the authentic jersey stuff and everything I'm collecting currently. And it was just crazy to me, like spending, because my whole logic was like, well, I'm not gonna buy jerseys like I used to. This is before I started buying all this stuff, obviously. But I was like, I'm only gonna buy a couple of pieces, and then a couple of pieces ended up turning into like a whole Z rack and stuff like that. But, yo, what up, Pistol?
Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Just chilling tonight here with a couple of good folks, man, on screen with me, bro. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, always, man.
I know you came in a little bit later, but tonight's topic, we're currently talking about the new Bleacher Report Mitchell and Ness rapper throwbacks. I don't know if you got to take a look at them.
I mean, when is the rock throwbacks gonna come out?
The Rock?
The rock and roll, like Kiss, a Mitchell and Ness Kiss jersey or Mitchell and Ness Aerosmith jersey.
I don't know, man.
Kidding.
I mean, Mitchell and Ness has pretty much made a lot of stuff that I thought would never come from their brand. The Hulu.
Pretty soon there's gonna be a Mitchell and Ness Nightmare Before Christmas jersey.
Probably, man. I mean, no one.
I mean, they gotta keep. They basically running out of ideas.
Right.
Making Good Burger looking Laker jerseys.
Good Burger.
They're gonna make they're making they're making pinstripe fireball jerseys and shit. I mean,
So like, okay, so looking at J-Mac, you said good idea, good decision on Sam passing on them. Obviously, it's not for everyone. You know what I mean? But there are people out there who are buying them.
But I haven't taken a look at them, so I'll look, to be fair. But I'm sure it's pretty whack.
Let me show you the one that I currently have open on my screen. It's Kid Cudi, Cavaliers jersey.
Oh, I like his song Rager. Mr. Rager, tell me where you going. That song is dope.
All right, so here's the front of the jersey.
Oh, damn, that does look dope.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Like, and here's the back of the jersey.
The Chosen.
And here's
the Chosen one.
Yeah, that's him wearing it right there.
Unfortunately, they're the Swingman line, right?
Yeah, but they're actually stitched. So they actually.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. And there's.
I don't know. Like, does each rapper have one?
Yeah, they do. So let me pull up the other one. So.
Like, what rapper made the Lakers one?
I don't think they did the Lakers one yet.
Oh.
But here's Lil Wayne.
What teams did they end up doing?
So they did. I know they did that Atlanta Hawks. They did the Warriors. They did the Jazz right here, which is Lil Wayne rocking it. They did Kid Cudi, Eminem doing the Pistons.
Oh yeah, the shady 313.
Yep. I don't know if that's real, dude, but yo, what the heck is that?
You're like, yo, what the heck is that?
But if that's the Lakers, there you go, man. I don't know what that is, dude.
Well, let's see here.
This is gonna be good. Just by your reaction alone scares me.
So Dipset did looks like they did their own, the Diplomats.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did,
they had one I forgot.
And then here's the Hawks. You can see
Did
that.
Travis Scott do the Knicks again?
No, he did not.
Yo, his Knicks jerseys from last year look dope though.
There's Houston. I think that's official. Yeah, that looks like it's official. Oh yeah, I guess he did do one. Oh, that's right. Khaled did one too.
DJ Khaled.
I forgot what.
Best.
I think he did. I think he did the
so
Heat.
Annoying.
Yeah, I think he did the Heat.
Yeah. Surprised it wasn't Pitbull. You know, Mr. 315.
It's a 315. But let me pull up the Slim Shady one or the Eminem one, because that one to me I thought was dope.
Yeah,
I actually contemplated on copping this.
I thought it would be the blue Detroit.
No,
Shady.
Yeah, no, they went with the 90s Pistons, but here's some closer looks at it. Like here's like the back.
Carmelo Anthony is a great shooter, but he can't play defense for shit. Sorry.
He's old, man. Gotta give him a break.
No, he's a good shooter, but he can't play D. Oh, there you go, and one.
Yeah, so I mean, my thing is, with with these fashion jerseys, it's one of those things where it's you either love them or you hate them. There's no.
Oh yeah, they've been making fashion swingman jerseys for a while, but then Mitchell and Ness decided to go the extra route.
Right.
Like, do y'all remember those fashion jerseys like from back in the day that you get at your local malls? Like, for instance, a black and gold Lakers jersey or a black Cavs jersey, even.
Right.
But they're swingmans.
I used to have a gold 49er jersey when I was in like middle school.
The gold, yeah, I had one of those.
I had a Julian Peterson.
Yeah, did y'all even wear those in a game? Those gold jerseys?
No.
I have.
So they were just there to sell.
Yeah, that's why I don't have one, because they never wore it. See, I'm one of those people where it's like if they don't see, I say I am, but then I still have jerseys of people like for example.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, like I was just saying though, like to finish my thought, like the Nike Rewind jerseys, for example. I love that line. That line.
Yeah.
But those are not official colors that the players wore.
Right. To me, if it's dope, I'll rock it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if it's a fashion jersey. So, but if it's gonna be authentic, I gotta make sure the player wore it. That's me.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me read this comment real quick. It says, I basically want something that's almost like the real ones, and Mitchell and Ness is the closest, but they have the Pro Cut jerseys by Champion and Rivalry. Has nice official ones too, but I want the closest to real. I mean, if you want that, there are team issued, game worn jerseys out there.
I don't have a Rivalry jersey at all, but Mac body slammed Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one, Bissell.
Like when Pikachu body slammed Raichu, Mac basically did that with Mitchell and Ness. Pokemon reference, in case anybody doesn't know.
What do you guys think about those starter G 111 NBA and NFL all over college decks that Sheik? I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them either.
I have the nearest Sheik in my area is like I'd say like maybe 40 miles from where I stay at. They had a lot of Sheik locations in my area, but they closed them down. JMac, MNN, Mitchell Ness Design.
Hey, Swiss Beats, I got the 1955 Joe Perry in that style with the shadow, the black, what do you call it, the shadow or whatever.
Have you got any of those 49ers throwback jerseys? No. So real quick about that.
I do.
Yeah, the sizing, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, Bay Area, but the sizing on those from what I heard are just totally like lopsided. I don't know how true that is because I don't own one, but maybe you could clarify on that.
I think Kyle Kuzma would be a great Mitchell and Ness model.
That thing.
Yeah.
Because that dude be showing up to games wearing different shit.
Mhm.
It's just shock value
well,
at this point.
He did y'all see about a month ago he went in a game he arrived at a game in a grandma sweater with a long sleeve and shit.
Yeah, the
yeah, he
pink one.
did.
Yeah.
I couldn't take that seriously. I was like, yo, what the hell is this? What is this?
I wish we never got rid of Kuz, man. I liked him.
Nah, y'all should have
I
kept
still do.
Caruso. I'm just saying, y'all should have never got rid of him. And then
Nah, he's still not doing anything. He's averaging 8 a game. He's still
but
not scoring.
he's a defender though. That makes
Nah.
a huge difference. You got scorers on the Lakers, man. You got LeBron, you got Russ.
That kid Austin Reeves is good. God damn, LeBron, how you miss a layup? Sorry. Shut up, pistol.
So basically going back to what Bay Area you're talking about, you have a Doreen.
Yeah, the weird thing with their sizing with the football is they don't actually give you the chest or length. They give you what your height is and your weight. It says like it'll be like 5'9" to 5'11", 200 to 220 pounds fits this jersey.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard because
they're like ranging it.
Like we've said, like Leo's 200 something pounds is different than someone else's 200 something pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I got the one that matched my height and weight, like 5'10", 215, and it was still too big. When I like lift my arms up, it was like a webbing. So I went down to the large, which I'm waiting for still. So, but yeah, it's kind of, I don't know why they couldn't just size it as, chest and length. I don't know, but with the football, that's how they did it. But it was they were nice though. I'll say that much. I like them.
Which player did you get?
Field?
Yeah, I got Joe because for the one I got, you could either get Y.A. Tittle or Joe Perry.
I remember you saying you didn't get Tittle because
I got Joe Perry because I wanted the Y.A. Tittle, but for those of us in California, why you probably don't want a huge 14 on your jersey, so I kind of didn't get that.
Especially if it's red, man. You're basically
big ass red, and I'm Latin. I'll stay out of that one. But so I got the Joe Perry.
There's
34.
something I'm missing there.
Yeah, so basically the number 14 is a gang.
Hey, Jake, what jersey you rocking there, buddy? I know it's a Cowboys.
Big play Galloway.
Oh, nice.
J-Mac, yo, if you want to hop on,
Simons would like that jersey.
We hate these jerseys.
Yeah.
But like, yo, if you want to tap in, and by the way, this invitation goes out to anybody that wants to tap in tonight. If you guys are in the chat section and you want to, kind of voice your opinion via sound or on video,
Yo, I might get an Austin Reeves jersey for the Lakers.
You have to get what's his face? You got to get what's that one player? I got his name.
It's probably some trash ass player.
Nah, this guy was actually he played with Kobe, man.
Hey, Swiss Beats, they might have messed up if that happened. Because
DJ and Benga.
Nah, I'll send you his name when I get off live. I gotta look for him.
Oh, okay.
Because I was going through like memory lane with a bunch of.
Shout out to P-Rod. He's actually at this game, Lakers and the Mavericks.
Oh wow.
Swiss Beats, they might have messed up because I don't know if they're new with. I mean, I guess they're newer with the Doreen, so they're still getting used to them. But when I sent the XL back and got the large, it was barely like went to my belly button, and I knew that was not the.
It's like a crop top.
It shouldn't have been that. I knew that the XL, the large difference shouldn't have been that big.
I heard they run huge.
Well, Ebbets has always run bigger because it's supposed to be older style, which was kind of bigger. But
so XL is basically going to be a 2X, right?
Yeah, I could wear like an XL with Mitchell and Ness, but with Ebbets, I'm large.
And that's another thing that's kind of gotten to me too, with like all that stuff too. Is just like the inconsistency in sizes throughout the brands and the fashion lines versus the authentic lines. It's just like
I was thinking about
every
getting
jersey that
Jim
comes
Otto.
out different size, length, width, whatever. It just seems like it's always different. So.
That's what I'm afraid of with getting like long sleeve Doreen jerseys, because like I could do a 52 on certain jerseys and stuff like that, certain eras, but like when it comes to the long sleeve stuff, I don't want my Doreen football jerseys to fit like my hockey jerseys, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know. I get that.
You know, like that just
are typically bigger fit.
Yeah, and I want those jerseys like the Doreen NFL footballs. Like I want them to fit me. Like
Hey, Luka Doncic is massaging his face.
what?
He's on the bench right now, massaging his face with this little machine. I don't know.
We're all talking about jerseys. You're talking about like Luka Doncic in the game.
I'm sorry, but well, okay. I'll flip it into a jersey content discussion. The Mavs are in their city jerseys tonight.
Yep.
There you go. No, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yo, real quick, what up, KBM?
Man, what's good with y'all, man?
Oh, what's up, man?
Had to top in real quick.
For a second there, I thought that was snacks.
No,
my bad.
No, he'd already be yelling by now.
Oh yeah.
What's up, KBM?
Man, what's popping with y'all?
It's cool that you're on here, KBM, because I actually wanted to get your thoughts, man, because you're from Ohio, right?
From Cleveland, baby.
Oh, perfect. So obviously, you know, I know you DM'd me about this earlier this week, and it was about those new rapper Bleacher Report jerseys.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So obviously, if you guys haven't known by now, Kid Cudi, you know, for those of you who are wondering, he is a Cleveland native, born and raised.
Shaker Heights, man. Shaker Heights, Ohio.
There you go. So like what I wanted to know is like I wanted to get your thoughts and everybody else's thoughts. Everybody kind of already talked about their thoughts on it, but like
I kind of actually like it.
Yeah. Well, again, the Kid Cudi one's closest to what you would see on the court, in my opinion.
Right. That too.
I like it. I like the jersey. It's dope. I need that in my life, man. So that motherfucker crazy, man.
Like, so like what is it that you like about it though? Is it like the design? Is it the team? Is like what?
Yeah, he is Swift Beats.
It's this man. It's beat Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole kid and caboodle. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I dearly respect. And plus, it's the OG. Like it feels like the OG style of the Cavs jersey from 94, 95. So it's like shit. All that combined is crazy. Like I look like this right here is like
Is that blue or black?
It's crazy, yo.
Looks like navy blue.
Okay.
I think I could be wrong.
That'd be dope if it was black.
So the city,
navy blue is cool.
I remember seeing that before they even thought about like him wearing that jersey, before they even Bleacher Report did their thing or whatever. But as soon as I see it, I'm like, man, I gotta get that motherfucker, man. I got to.
Oh, dude, look at that jock tag.
I hate to break the news to you, man, but these jerseys sold out fast.
Damn, and I not just looked at them full size range. Yeah, like I think when I send you the DM, it was full size, man. I'm gonna find that. I got it. That gotta come on, man.
I think they might restock them. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong because I actually was thinking about getting the Eminem.
If they, I'll put it to you like this: if they restock the J.R. Ryder jersey that I've been talking about for the last 2 months, I think they will restock that jersey. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I hope you're right, man. Because I actually wouldn't mind getting another one of these. Because I do have the E40, the city, the Golden State Warriors one. Did you guys see that one?
I don't think I've seen the Golden State one.
I don't remember what it looks like.
Here, let me pull it up. I would bust it out, but it's in my it's in my storage actually. I don't have it right now. I got too much shit, bro.
Yeah, so they don't do home and aways anymore. They just have 4 or 5 different ones, and they just choose each night pretty much.
The Nike jerseys.
Yeah, because I remember when the Warriors, the white used to be home, the blue were away, and then that's when they had.
Those
10 jerseys. It doesn't matter, and there's
kind of reminds me of this team right here, where basically they're just gonna wear whatever jersey they had in stock at that night.
Yeah.
Hey, that fucking Detroit one, that Big Sean one is fucking. That motherfucker solid too.
You talking about Big Sean or Eminem?
The Big Sean one.
Big Sean did one too?
There's 2 Detroit.
Hold on, let me look for it.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever
because
seen that.
Eminem did the Detroit one. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, he did. Actually, he did.
Really?
I'm looking at it. I just searched
Is
it
that
up.
H-Town or what?
No, that's just the Bay.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
he's
this
a
one,
big
this
guy
is the
too?
E41.
Let me see the front again. What is that supposed to be like a night skyline or so? Like what is that?
Can I screen share it?
Hold up. Do you have it on your screen?
Yeah, I have it on my screen
Here,
right
let me highlight your screen real quick.
Hold on, let me.
What?
Cause I ain't did this shit so long. Share screen. Okay. Bam. Screen share. Do y'all see it?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
hold on. I see it.
You have to. Yep.
Oh,
That's
there
it.
we go. Yep, now I see it.
Oh, okay. So they had multiple rappers do the same.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Then
crazy, dude.
say Don.
Wow, really?
Then that's Big Sean right there.
There's too much on it for me, like everywhere. in
Yeah,
my opinion.
same.
It's It's loud. It's loud as hell.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Don, yeah.
Like, it's kind of. I mean, it's cool to me. I mean, shit. I mean, teacher's own, but you know.
You know what though? Like, oh man, I wish I wish Snacks was in here right now because he was like, he was bashing these jerseys hard. Like,
Yeah, I don't know about that because we probably have a 45-minute session of him just yelling at all of these. So, I mean, I love but
I welcome it. Like, I
Yeah.
want to hear that. Like, I want to have these conversations. I want
passion.
people who say they're trash.
Exactly.
I want to hear the people who you know,
You
who
see
don't
the
like
you see the Wale one?
What's up?
Wale one. Nah, I don't
Yeah.
think
Who? What he do? A Wizards? Because he's Washington, right?
Hold on. Let me.
Oh yeah. I think I remember that came out a while back, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Then
I
it
think
got
I
like
remember
number
that
6
one.
on it. Nah, I got it up right now.
Yeah,
So Rez, the question is, are you going to get it if you find it for a good price?
the two jerseys that I wouldn't mind getting are the Cavs Cuddy and then the Slim Shady Detroit because I'm fans of both of them. I like the jerseys. I like their music.
yeah.
So, you know, for sure. But the Lil Wayne,
Yeah,
the young
I'm not feeling the Eminem version. The Eminem version kind of whacked to me.
I mean, well, like why though? Like what do you not like about it?
I mean, it's just for one, I'm not a particular fan of that style Piston jersey. But had it been the blue Detroit, I would have jumped on it.
Okay, I mean, that's
all it is. I'm just not a fan of that baby blue white Pistons jersey. You know what I mean?
Like the Golden Hill style.
Hold on. So let me just read some of the comments real quick because the comment section is kind of getting lit.
I thought for sure that the jersey would have said Detroit on it because Eminem says Detroit.
Possibly, it says there's a George Milan jersey on eBay for $119, size 56. Sam, I had to size down on the Ebbets baseball jerseys to a medium. Usually a large fits good in Mitchell and Ness. Swiss Beats is P-Rod really at the game tonight. I hate how mismatched the uniforms in the NBA are these days. Why do both teams wear home uniforms at the same time? Stupid. It's definitely interesting because I got confused too with that jersey, like the home and the aways and stuff. I think people like them because it reps the city and they can relate. Yeah, no, for sure. I see him behind the Lakers bench in the yellow 6 LeBron. EW have a white strawberry jersey from when they won in '86, but I got it too big. Is there a way to shrink it without messing up the jersey? I don't know if you could shrink it unless it's a wool flannel. That's the only way I could think you shrinking it down. Otherwise, you probably have to get tailored. Swiss Beats, the NBA needs to go back to just home and away uniforms. Yeah, way too much for me, bro. And Daniel says those jerseys are whack as fuck. So that's what I'm saying though. Like, what is it that's whack about them? Like, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Like, I want you to break it down for me and tell me why you think the jersey is whack.
Well, like I just said with the Eminem Piston jersey, I'm just not a fan of that particular style of the Piston jersey to begin with. But the Kid Cudi one is dope. Like that's probably the first fashion jersey I liked in a long time. Like I wouldn't mind rocking that shit.
Oh,
and
for
I
sure.
like Kid Cudi's music.
For sure. No, like that. See, like you explained it to me. But like everybody that says that they like, they'll rock them, they're explaining to me. But the people that are saying, oh, they're whack as fuck, they're trash, I'm not hearing it. So I want to hear exactly what people don't like about it. Obviously, I know you didn't like the Pistons one because you said, you didn't like that style. That makes sense.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me because that, you're
and
not.
Plus, I don't like rocking too many white jerseys to begin with because they get dirty real easy.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
No, like I'm scared to death to eat in it. Like I could be eating nothing. I'm wearing it throughout the day, and I see this yellow spot on it. Like, how the fuck did that get there? I don't remember eating in this thing or anything.
Yeah.
They're just designed to get dirty.
Says those jerseys look like they were made by little kids.
I mean,
I guess so.
I mean, I'll put it to you like this.
Like, I even like the jock tag.
Some of the jerseys, they okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Pistol said it the best, man. The Kid Cudi one, like, that's maybe the best looking one out of every single one they have made. And they made some okay ones. They made some one like, I want Rocket, but at the same time, shit. I mean, to each his own. I mean, I know people may not fuck with it. I know people may fuck with it. But hey, I mean, it's all in your taste, man. That's all I gotta say.
Let me show you guys one that I know for a fact.
As much as I hate the Phoenix Suns, but if NB Riders made an NB Riders Suns jersey,
NB Riders,
I'd fucking rock that
Riders,
shit,
dude.
High school days.
I would rock that shit, dude. Like I fuck with NB Riders and MC Magic. You know what I mean?
That was on
they live in
MySpace
Phoenix
back in the day. They had NB Riders song.
We always play that out here on the east side. NB Riders and Lil Rob.
Yeah.
Hey,
NB Riders from AZ, bro.
No, I know, but I mean, like we listen. A lot of people here on the east side listen.
Lil Rob from Cali.
Yeah,
if you ever noticed, Reds, that fucking bullet jersey,
give it back, neighborhood.
It look perfect with the fucking them air raids. You know what air raids I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It hit perfect with them. That I'm looking at on the sneaker jersey standpoint or whatever. Like, I can see some shoes that would go beyond perfect with some of them jerseys.
Well, you know what would be dope for a Lakers idea for the rapper? They could finally do the Nip Hustle Crenshaw jersey with the city.
That jersey was never officially released, right?
That's why no, it has not. Only LeBron had it, but it would be dope if Mitchell and Nessa jumped on that. They're making rappers jerseys.
I feel like if the Lakers are gonna get a jersey, they got to use that baby blue Los Angeles style because that was
right. And put the Crenshaw on it, and the city of Los Angeles on the jersey, like the skyscrapers and all that stuff. That would be dope to me.
I agree.
I mean, I could even appreciate that jersey, and I'm not even a fan of the Lakers, but that's probably my favorite Lakers.
Like Rick Ross could probably make the Warriors joints, but he already did.
Rick Ross,
fucking Khaled got one.
Rick Ross is a Bay Area native, ain't he?
Nah, dude.
Hell no, he's from Florida.
He is Florida, Miami, baby.
No, not Rick Ross. Jesus
You're
Christ!
Thinking about E40, bro.
E40.
E40. That's Bay Area.
Right.
That
Nah. This is the one that I'm talking about though. That Snacks hates.
Oh, that's too
much.
Of course.
That's too much, man.
He hates it, bro. He just hates it. Look,
I hate that price.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
And that's just for a swingman of that.
Yep. I don't even. Oh, whoa.
I mean, the jersey itself is dope, but I don't like the price.
Yeah,
without the stuff on it.
Snacks hates his jersey with a passion.
I mean, what does it? Does it? What does it represent?
It represents Iverson. I mean, it's got the 76ers logo. It's got the crossover.
All the All-Star games.
All-Star games.
I mean, he should get it to hang it up on his wall in his man cave.
Do they?
Nah, he ain't gonna get that jersey, bro.
I'm surprised they don't got the 90s. The 97 All-Star game logo on there because that's
I think it's somewhere on there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
don't
I
get-
mean they did that version, and then they did an all white version of that.
And a
with the
picture of him crossing over Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Every Sixer fan lives that moment, even though they lost the series.
they may have a
Mighty fan,
poster of that in their
mighty
house.
fan. I'm just kidding.
It was too much drawing, writing, and colors. I'm one of those guys. If I see first how it looks, then I'm stuck on that look. I just can't take something new when there's an original look. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, I get that, but it's like everybody that's hardwood classic jerseys, for example.
Right.
Players, or doing like the remix city editions that came out this year. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
They're old. They're taking inspiration from older styles, but adding a new flavor to it.
Exactly.
But the only difference is that the players are actually wearing these on the court. You know what I'm saying? So, Sam says the price is what make them trash. 175 is pretty steep. I'm not gonna lie. For a swingman, that's very steep. But obviously, people will pay the price. I did. I don't think I can anymore. Unless there's a jersey that another like famous maybe Bay Area rapper does, like maybe like I Am Sue or Too Short or someone.
So if they did like a Mac Dre one.
Mac Dre, yeah,
That'd be crazy.
or something, he's EW says, see, why couldn't they just leave it without all the writing on it? I mean, it messes up.
Or if they or if Snoop Dogg made a Lakers jersey, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I mean the possibilities are endless, man. I mean, there's a lot of rappers that rep teams. With Snoop Dogg, I could see him doing an LA jersey. I could see him doing a Steelers jersey. I could see him doing.
Oh yeah, Snoop got every jersey. You name it, he got it, bro. We should invite Snoop
like
to
every
our
King's sideline. So.
Oh, that's dope, Jake. You got a Randy Moss Patriots.
Yep.
What was the last one you had? The last
No,
one
are you
dope.
switching out jerseys?
Yeah, he is.
A little bit.
Weren't you wearing like
that Pro Bowl one was dope.
I just noticed
Yeah.
that.
I have a Champ Bailey Pro Bowl right back
yeah, that's
there.
hard.
Holy moly!
Jake
dude.
just did a switcheroo like 2,000 times. in a
Yeah.
row.
Third jersey.
Yo, I've done that
I got
several
in
times.
something here,
Yo,
That's
throw a
crazy.
Niners
I
one on.
understand.
Yo,
The
put
only
that
one I have is a
Raiders jersey
and
on.
that JT O'Sullivan replica.
You got a JT O'Sullivan?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yo,
Jake, do
he
you
was
want
in
that
the
Mark
Niners, right?
Sanchez jersey? I still got it.
Wasn't O'Sullivan on the he was on the Niners, right?
he was
Yeah,
one
he
of the
was.
years when they constantly were taking Alex Smith in and out. He was one of the backups.
Yeah, I remember him, dude, like very vividly, dude. When
I guarantee Rez in San Jose, you saw a bunch of his jersey just because it was a number 14. People used to wear that just because of that.
Yeah. I still don't know what the 14 means there.
Don't even worry about it.
yeah, it's
Westbrook. He just hit a clutch 3.
You gotta live here in the Bay Area, in California to understand.
Well, to be fair though, as a Vikings fan, that's kind of why I'm rocking the Moss. But I also because I just got this recently in the mail, so
That's
Right.
solid.
Yeah, I saw you do a video on that.
yeah.
Yo, real quick, KBM, I didn't know you mess with BBC. Is that BBC you're wearing, right?
Yes, it is. BBC 2020.
Damn.
Yo, that's a dope hat, my friend.
Yeah, BBC
Wow, nice.
2020.
There
Those
was
are some 90s stuff right there.
Yo, I love BBC, man, but the problem is their stuff is expensive, bro.
Man,
Like,
I'll put it to you like this.
Ooh.
The shirt is
hold up.
as you can see, this is a different, it's like a faded BBC shirt. Brought for $50. The hat was $50.
Yeah.
Got that last year and then
That's
this
crazy.
maybe be the only one and done for BBC or whatever. I actually would love to get like a black with red letters Billionaire Boys Club shirt, but for the times I've been looking, they've been too high.
Yeah, no, they're steep. There was a I don't know what exactly the name of the shirt was, but it was a BBC shirt, and it was like of like the astronaut like in space, like with the Galaxy print. And I wanted those because I have a pair of Galaxy foam posits, and I just couldn't pull the. It's funny talking about it because like Galaxy foam posits go for like a grip, and I'm not. Here I am. I'm like, oh, I can't spend that on a t-shirt. Like,
I need them in my life, but they too.
Yeah, but if it's dope, it's dope. I mean, it's worth the money.
They're expensive, bro.
Super expensive.
Yo, by the way, did you hit on those cool gray 11s?
No, I haven't even tried because the reason why I didn't try is because
Are you kidding me?
I didn't try because I got some classics.
Ooh,
Got some classics. Airway Up. You know these.
Those are dope.
6th season.
Those are
the
fresh,
penny
bro.
Zoom Airs. And I got some Screen Green Arachis on the way if they can get out of Chicago or whatever due to the storms.
Oh, you from Chi-Town?
No, I'm not. I'm from Cleveland and all. But the thing about it is, I'm waiting right now. They're in Chicago, but the thing is, like I said, it's so much bad weather going on. So.
Oh yeah, I know because it kind of hit my area not that long ago. I mean, good God, we had tornado warnings just like a couple hours south.
Yeah, we're even getting freeze winter warnings over here, and I live in the West Coast.
It's 60 degrees in Cleveland right now.
Yeah, 60. It was like 60 degrees around here, and I'm in Northwest Iowa.
What's the weather normally like out there in Iowa and Cleveland?
Right now it's like probably about 35, 40 degrees, maybe some snow and stuff like that.
It's supposed to be like in the point like the 30s. It's like 60 right now, just for it to go back down tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, dude.
And lake effect snow coming Saturday.
Yeah. So, you know what's crazy? This morning in Cali, my car, when I was going to work, it was 44 degrees, yo. Like that's for California weather, that's really cold.
And around here we're grilling outside in t-shirts.
It's really cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I lived in South Dakota, there was months where if it hit 30, I was in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Literally. You can really tell the difference between north and south depending on about between 40 and 50 degrees is sort of the cutoff point there.
When does it need to what temperature does it need to reach in order for stuff to start snow like turning into ice?
About freezing weather like 35.
Yeah, isn't it under 32, right? Isn't
under 32.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Once it gets to that, man, shoot it.
Yo, Austin Reeves at the buzzer, unbelievable.
What's the score right now?
Lakers won in overtime.
Wow.
Austin Reeves with a game-winning 3, baby.
And I'm watching Anaheim, Seattle in hockey. So,
man,
I'm gonna give me an Austin Reeves Lakers jersey. He just earned it.
Bay Area, man. I don't know if you saw yesterday's game, but the Sharks lost to the Kraken, bro.
I saw a little clip of it, but I had to head out. So I
tell Ash Raider to stop going to the games.
Huh?
Ash Raider went to the game last night. That's why y'all lost. Yeah. Ash Raider lives in San Jose too, Rez.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do want to give a salute to your Warriors and Steph Curry yesterday for breaking that record. Yeah. For as much that you know how I feel about that team and him, but other than that,
it's you know what, man, the whole thing that Steph Curry did, breaking that record last night, at MSG was it's bittersweet. You know what I mean? Because obviously, it's one of those things where it's like I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Steph Curry, he's not my favorite Golden State Warrior. Everybody thinks for some reason Steph Curry is my favorite.
Is it Jay Rich?
Well, he's got that's a given. Like you like Curry, but he's not your all-time favorite Warrior. Yeah. I know who your all-time favorite. Warrior is.
But it's crazy though because people are like, how could he not be your favorite Warrior? He's like the best Golden State. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Who is your favorite? Who is your all-time favorite Warrior?
I don't know if you can see that back there, but it's Jay Rich.
Jay Rich? Oh, 2-time dunk champ.
And my all-time favorite Viking is right here.
It's damn. Now that got me thinking. Who my favorite Cavaliers? Shit, I like Mark Price and all. I like LeBron when he was here and shit. But I can't pick.
My favorite Lakers, Kobe, hands down.
Yeah.
I'll just be thankful when the Viking season's over with, so I can stop having a fucking heart attack every game. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Jake, don't feel
look at Jacob. Do what I'm doing right now. Lower your expectations.
Oh, I have, and they still managed to.
Hey, Jake, don't feel too bad. But we all feel the same way about the Browns.
I announced my retirement on Sunday.
We feel the same way about the Browns. That's why they call us the cardiac kids.
You can't retire, bro. You're here. You can't retire if you're here.
No, meaning like I'm not making videos anymore, but I'll still come in the streams and say what's up.
Yeah.
Are you like done? Like you're not gonna make any videos at all?
Done. Pistol 2 1/3 is no longer coming on here talking trash to the Raiders, and when he makes jersey videos, it's just gonna be within Kings.
Yeah.
I find it
Like
hard to
I'm
believe,
just,
bro.
I just I don't know.
At least you have Super Bowls. Just remember that. At least you
I
have.
didn't see him.
We don't have zero.
I was nothing
We
but a
always get
freaking.
heartbreaks.
I was nothing but I'm not trying to be graphic on this channel, Rez, but I was nothing but nothing. I wasn't even thought of in '83, Jake.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like
Anyway,
the thing with the Raiders. All right, I'm just gonna say this once in this live. The thing with the Raiders is that every time, and I understand because I feel for Pistol, man, because I've known Pistol for many years. I've known the passion that he shows for this team like every freaking week, and like when they show like an ounce of heart, it gets snatched away immediately because of some stupid player, some idiot manager, or whatever decision.
That Gruden shit came out of nowhere.
I watched his full 17-minute video, and I felt it, man. Like talking about from like everything from like Henry Ruggs to Gruden to everything.
I haven't made a video in 2 months, so I had to let it all out.
Yeah.
I was just like,
you should see my videos every week. Good God.
I do. I see your videos, Jake. I see, I see Pistols. I see Mighties with the Eagles. That's why I don't do those videos, man. I don't do
TDC. I just do like the talking about the Vikings, and a lot of times it just turns into bleepity bleep bleep bleep. It's just like, I mean,
Jake, look, trust me. Just like how you feel is how I feel with the Browns, 100%.
Yeah,
because it's like that. Like I said, we ain't got the nickname the Cardiac Kids for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how serious that shit is. Every fucking time, win, lose, or draw, like they will make people stressed out.
No, there's times I'm like watching Raider games all year, and we legit kicked two teams' asses, and that was the Broncos and the Eagles. The rest of the 4 victories or whatever were heart attack wins.
Right.
It's like, could we just beat the shit out of a team and call it a day? Why can't I just relax and drink
even when we play Baltimore
and watch a game?
Even when we played Baltimore on Sunday, it was like we was like up, had a nice margin. Baltimore came back, and crazy enough, we beat them by 2.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
12 straight weeks of coming down to the wire, and we've lost like 10 of those games.
And man, you be pissed, super pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
sorry about that, Rez. I just kind of wanted
no.
You just call it a day.
You're good, man. I mean, listen, the Niners, that's another team. Me and Bay Area could relate, man. I mean, I know we took the dub against Cincinnati, and it was an ugly win, but
that was a much needed.
It was
win
much
for
needed.
Too.
Yeah,
but it looked like we were gonna run away with it. Next thing you know, we have to win in overtime.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was like, we had this game in the bag, and we had the fact that we took it to overtime. Like,
Kirk Cousins lined up behind our right guard against you guys. Kirk Cousins was literally lined up behind our right guard because of you guys.
Hey, Rez, how much you was screaming at the? Then again, y'all ended up winning on a good margin and all. But shoot, I was gonna say how many times you were screaming at the TV with that Cincinnati game.
Yeah. Oh man, it was one too many. I just hate the fact that like the thing that pisses me off is that we have all the tools, man, to make it into the playoffs and even possibly win the Super Bowl, man. But it's like there's always factors that just seem to get us every week, man. Everything from an injury, from everything to a bad play,
penalties,
flags.
We lead the league in penalty
at least you don't. At least some of your players and your coach does not have COVID-19, man. Fucking our coach and fucking Baker and I think a couple other players have.
Are they gonna move the game?
What do you mean?
Like, are they gonna reschedule the game on a Tuesday?
I don't know. As of right now, the game is still going. I think we're just gonna have our backup QB in, but otherwise, that's enough. I cannot even.
So if we potentially win the rest of our games and somehow miraculously make the fucking playoffs, they're gonna blame COVID.
Not May. How shit is that could have that
No, well,
can
you heard what happened with the Bulls, right? There was like 9
Oh,
or
yeah,
10
they-
players
fucking
that got.
You want to
DeRozan.
think
Yeah,
that's
Ten
did you hear
players
what
on the
happened
Bulls
with,
got
few
it.
other people.
Did you hear what happened with the Calgary Flames? Did you hear about what happened with the Carolina Hurricanes?
Nah, what happened with
We
them?
literally had our game postponed against Carolina because like half of their team went down with COVID on the day we were supposed to play them.
Now, let me
Jesus, can you
let
imagine?
me
Can
ask
you
y'all,
imagine if you bought
this.
tickets?
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all really think that they should cancel all the games since this shit is getting out of control,
No.
or do you think it should still go?
It's gonna keep going because it's like they lost.
They're
so
not gonna.
much
They're not
money.
gonna, bro. They're not gonna shut down the country again.
I don't think in the current state that the world is in right now in the country, I don't think they need to shut it down
No.
per se. I mean, I think what they might have to do if it gets any worse is maybe postpone the season.
Yeah.
But I don't think like just shut it down completely. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Well,
we're in a
here's
better
the
spot than we
thing
were.
that the vaccine is out, so that's why nobody's like, oh my god, we gotta shut it down.
Yeah, because
it's all good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I could just continue to. It's just it's just when the sports fan in me comes out, especially with all the like with today and all that shit kind of comes in and all that stuff. It's kind of nice to be able to talk amongst other fans and just kind of talks amongst people who are like-minded like me, especially on a day like today where it's kind of a tough day for me overall and all that stuff. It's nice to come in here and just be able to let loose and be free.
Right. I've had a tough couple months. That's one of the reasons why I've been absent.
Yeah.
For sure. Real quick.
Sorry about that. Anyway, back to
you're good.
You're good. I wanted to kind of shift the conversation a little bit, and I wanted to move and talk about this whole thing that's going on with Travis Scott. So,
are you talking about the whole Astroworld, like that stuff? Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't. I mean, I heard about it, but I don't know exactly the full extent of what happened.
So basically, what happened was he had a concert, which was the Astroworld Concert.
Yep.
It was an open concert, like meaning it was like outdoors. It wasn't like in an arena or in a stadium or anything like that. But basically, what happened was that people stormed inside the event before security could let people go in. And then after that, there was so many people that were in attendance.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened was that there were people getting crushed because people were pushing to try and get in front of the stage as close as possible. But this was at the expense of people getting trampled and people died. Basically, people died. But as
the Travis Scott concert. Okay.
Yeah. So what happened though?
I didn't hear exactly what happened. I just knew that there's a bunch of casualties due to mosh pitting. I just didn't hear exactly the extent of it.
I know. I can chime in and tell you if Rez, if you want
to go ahead.
Well, it went like this. They said 5 to. I mean, originally the concert was at about 50,000 people, from what I heard, and then originally, it's like I said, 50,000. Then officially 5 to like maybe 10,000 people got in illegally.
Of course,
they went past the gate. They went past numerous gates. And the concert was so overpopulated to the point of, like Red said, like people was getting trembled over. Doggone, it was people layered like doggone sardines, like super layered, to the point people couldn't breathe. People couldn't couldn't like breathe properly, and to the point I think they said 8 to like maybe 10 people, 10 maybe 12. I mean, the number could be going up. Who knows? And Travis Scott was not really taking little to no responsibility, and it was real fucked up, real fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't the crazy thing too is like he actually asked for like the lack of I think I remember seeing this like a few days ago or something like that, but he was like trying to absolve himself from like some of the issues, not necessarily all of them, but just kind of trying to lessen his not lessen his sentence, but again, with stuff like that, it's always hard to tell because he's the artist. I mean, I don't know how much he actually has control over who gets in and this and that and the other thing.
Yep.
It's one of those things where it just seems like an unfortunate circumstance. Oh, and by the way, 1-0 Anaheim over Seattle with about 9.5 to go in the first period. So
You got me wanting to watch the games now.
No, for sure. Like, so
I
like,
actually like the NHL. So sorry.
no, you're good, man. The thing is, like, with the Travis Scott things, because like I heard people on my feed who basically, what I wanted to know is how people felt about the whole situation. Is he at fault? Is he to blame? Should he be dropped from all his endorsements? In my humble opinion, I think that he should take there should be some sort of accountability on his end. Because I get the argument. I get that people are saying, well, dude, you can't really blame it all on him. You know, like he's one person and, you know, you got to blame the staff. You got to blame, you know, the Live Nation and all that stuff. I get that.
Yep.
But when you are the main event, the main attraction, and it's literally your concert, you take that responsibility. You have to ensure that everybody's safety is your number one priority, regardless of how many people are in attendance, regardless of your staff not being able to attend to, you know, these people that need your medical attention at the time. Because what made it look ugly, Jake, if you want to get like, if you want to know more details about what made the situation ugly, was that there were people who were recording it live, and you could hear these people yelling off the top of their lungs, somebody's dying, this person's dying, help
stop the show. They would chant,
right,
stop the show also.
And there was one girl who was yelling at the cameraman, like, you know, this guy's like, you know, he's passed out, like he needs medical attention. And this camera guy is like, he's not even,
he's like, it's nothing he was saying there's nothing he can do about it or whatever.
Right. So like, yo, that in itself is just real bad, because like I even heard that the medical staff didn't even know to perform CPR. Like, that's the crazy thing. Medical staff that does not know how to perform CPR.
Which is crazy to think, because of sports fans and stuff like that. It's like they literally have the medical unit from the city, or at least, you know, have the medical, you know, like the EMT from that area at all the games at all time. And they literally can't start the game until they're there. Because I remember watching, well, kind of going back to the NHL, which is something I'm watching now and all that stuff. It's Florida Panthers about 10, 15 years ago. They couldn't start one of their games because, like, in Sunrise, they had like a big emergency going on at the time. So they literally had to delay one of the games because the EMT couldn't actually be there.
Yeah.
It's like part of one of the compilations that I watched. So it's like, it's crazy to think that the people that are there don't know the basic, you know, CPR, you know, pound and all that stuff. It's crazy. But anyway.
So yeah, I mean, like, just going back, you know, like EW right here, you know, it says they should stop the show. There's so many people to point fingers at the situation here, starting with security. So yeah, I'm not saying that Travis Scott should take all the blame for it, but he definitely holds a much heavier weight, a heavier burden of responsibility, I think, because Travis Scott, to my understanding, he's the person that chooses, right? Isn't he the person that should choose, or who chooses to be representing the medical staff, representing, you know, who's sponsoring him or whatever? Like, I'm sure he has some control over that, at least.
Oh yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, though, it's just like, how much control does he actually have over all that stuff? Because was he the only one performing at that concert, or were there like people before him? Or like,
Drake, I don't know, if it was other people performing, but Drake was there too.
Yeah, Drake was there. I think there was a couple of, I don't know if there was like
I say, I'm not absolving him of all issues and faults and stuff like that here, but it's just one of those things where it's like, basically what it kind of sounds like to me is there was like lack of communication, or there was just lack of, basically somebody messed up somewhere along the lines. And whether you believe it was all Travis Scott or the security or the venue or the people that stormed in or whatever the case is, because like I say, I didn't hear all the info. I just heard like basically the bits and pieces of, like, you know, all the fatalities and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. I didn't hear about exactly like what led up to all that stuff and like all that stuff.
So, it was pretty bad, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think dozens of people got hurt, and a handful of people died. You know, they lost their lives.
I think like another thing, like I personally, they should have a way better security system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of sounds like the whole White Snake thing from like the early 2000s. Like, remember hearing about? I think it was either White Snake or like White Shark or something like that. But it was like a local band where like the venue they were at had like fireworks and stuff like that, like pyrotechnics that literally caught fire, and it was like a big, like a lot of people died because they were like getting trampled over trying to leave the exits and all that stuff. So it just kind of sounds like to me like partially the venue was to blame, partially the bands were to blame. I mean, like I say, I'm not absolving blame from everybody here, but it's just, again, I don't know enough of the details to kind of give a general opinion.
It's accountability. That's what it is. At the end of the day, you gotta take some sort of accountability of what happened.
And how crazy enough when all that happened, doggone hit, you know, some of his shoes getting postponed, and you know, so much things, distribution, like so much shit is going on, man. It's just so much that I can't even keep up.
I just want to highlight this comment that Danzel has here on the screen. He says, I hope that Jordan brand doesn't cut ties with Travis Scott. Yo, to be honest with you, Danzel, man, I think that if Nike or Jordan brand decides to cut ties with Travis, I think they're doing the right thing. Personally, I think they're doing the right thing because I know that like Nike has a big weight on Travis Scott's, you know, revenue. I know that for a fact. I mean, when you think of Travis Scott, the first thing that comes to mind are his collabs with sneakers, with Nike.
Yep.
His Jordans.
Yeah. In fact, you got to bring back to like some of the old live streams we have, you know, like with Albert talk or like, you know, joking about Mitchell Ness, if they were to ever collab with Travis Scott, you know, bringing back vintage and this and that and the other thing. It's just like, it just seems to be like, again, with like the pop culture thing, because it'd be no different if, like, say, like something were to happen in like a Jay-Z concert or a Biggie concert back in the day, or like a, let's say, an Eminem concert. You know, it's just like, it's just one of those things where no matter who it is, it always casts a bad shoulder.
Right.
Even the fucking like the venue, the area, or whatever. I mean, like I said, that was designed for 50,000
exactly rivalry.
Truth be told, like they could have did that in a way bigger like set or whatever. Like fucking
kind of reminds me of like Woodstock from like you ever hear about like the Woodstock days and stuff like that?
I'm familiar.
Basically, like back in '69 and stuff like that, you know, like bands like Santana, Jefferson Airplanes. Like, if you know anything about the Woodstock documentaries, a lot of these guys back in the New York State area were just thinking it was going to be a small concert. They didn't realize it would be as big as it is. And then there's a lot of documentaries on Woodstock and just like how crazy that became. Because nobody thought it would be as bad as it was. Kind of, and you know, kind of fast forwarding it to the Travis Scott thing. I think that was kind of the case. It was like everything was going great, and then just all of a sudden, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, security or something, you know, faults for a little bit, and now we're talking about a bunch of casualties, potential legalities, and this and that and the other things. So yeah, Woodstock '99 is another case.
Right.
They could have did that shit at NRG as well, man. Shit, I think about it. If Astrodome was fucking like a thing or whatever the case may be, like because they got different uses now for it. If they could have did it there, but fucking Astroworld itself, like 50,000 shit.
I gotta check that
almost 60, 70,000 people in there, man. That shit was just ridiculous. Sardines, man. Like these people was literally body on body on body with each other. And
I mean, literally like this close to each other. Like everybody was like sardines into a
Jay, leave my hands like this.
Exactly.
Like this.
What is that? You talking about Woodstock?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out because I've heard of Woodstock, but I've never heard of '99. So I gotta check that out for sure.
Go back to the comment that Rivalry said about the Woodstock '99 about Limp Bizkit being the one that kind of stirred everything. I heard the same rumors, but I can't necessarily agree because it's like I also heard in that same rumor that they were trying to kind of cut the crap basically. You know, like if you know anything about Limp Bizkit back in the day with Fred Durst
Oh yeah,
and those guys,
Fred Durst. Yep.
they're basically like, okay, you know what, this is enough. You know, they're trying to get people going and get people fired up, but again, yeah, like I say, I didn't really watch any of the documentaries per se there. It's just kind of going with like what I've seen and heard and stuff like that. But it's just like, it's kind of turns into, oh, by the way, 2-0 Anaheim now.
I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch it for sure.
Yeah.
Anaheim is playing who? Seattle?
Seattle, yep. In Anaheim.
Kraken.
Okay.
And it's 2-0 with about 4.5 to go in the first period on TNT. So
shit, you about to make me turn that shit on, man. I ain't watched no good hockey in a while.
Well, dude, by the way, did you hear about, like, did you see the Trevor Zegras goal with Sonny Milano? Like the goal that everybody's talking about in the NHL world. I don't know if how much you guys actually follow the hocky world, or
I usually just follow the Sharks, but I don't follow it like closely like I do in the NBA and stuff.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'd rather watch the NHL over the NBA, but that's just me personally. Anyway. But yeah, there's a crazy goal. Just look up Trevor Zegras, Michigan, or something along those lines. I mean, it's one of the craziest goals or like craziest plays you'll ever see in all the sport.
Oh, no. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I remember that. He did it like from behind the post, right?
Yeah, he did it from behind the net. He kind of switched it over, and then Sonny Milano knocked it in for the
that was crazy, man. That was like one of those like miracle plays or something. Yeah, that's a crazy goal. Yep, he flipped the puck over the goal. Yeah, that was crazy. It says, hope I could get those Travis Scott Oilers at a good price. You know what's interesting, Sam? I actually won those Travis Scott 4s from the sneakers app for retail, and I still have the pair. My thing is now
they're talking about the Houston or Edmonton Oilers.
No, I think he's talking about Houston because Travis Scott is from Houston.
Oh,
so
yeah, that makes sense.
My thing with it, like, I have a couple of the Travis Scott Jordan collab sneakers, but to be honest with you, man, I'm contemplating on getting rid of them because it's one of those things to me where, like, personally, like, I feel like I don't want to support somebody. It's weird, and this is my personal opinion, you know. So I just feel like I can't really support somebody who stands for what they did. Like, you know, like I get it, you know, it's not entire, like you can't put the full blame on him. I get that. But the fact of the matter is he's the face of Astroworld. That's him. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it how you want, say it how you will. You could say, oh, well, you know, he should be blaming the event planners, he should be blaming the promoter, the medical staff. It's like, I understand there's not everybody has some sort, everybody that contributed to making this event happen has some sort of responsibility. But at the end of the day, people are going to point, the majority of the people are going to point the fingers at him.
Yep.
Because it is his event that he is, you know, he's doing.
You know, the other thing that kind of saddens me about that concert, there was kids there.
Exactly.
Kids. Now, my thing is this. I have nieces and I have nephews or whatever. And I ain't got kids yet or whatever. But if my son or daughter ever will ask me to go to a concert of caliber like that, it'd be the biggest hell no in history.
Yeah.
Out of the fucking question. We'll watch the shit on Apple Music. We have Apple Music. We'll watch the shit on the fucking projector. We watch the shit on anything, but we're not ever going to a fucking concert like that because there's so much shit going on in that concert that's so graphic, and the people in there be so turned that this shit can turn into a whole catastrophe like it just did. And that shit making me a little emotional because it's fucked up that all this bullshit is going on and innocent people that did not have to died in that concert, and it's fucked up, real fucked up.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that one. You know, it's just like it's one of those things where it's like a lot of stuff that's out of your control happens, no matter what concert you go to, big concert, small concert, whatever, you know. And at the end of the day, you can only control so much, but all it takes is a few people to, you know, pardon my French here, but fuck things up for everyone else. That, you know, that's where a lot of these things, you know, it's just all it takes is for somebody to do something out of the ordinary, or case in point with the old Travis Scott thing, you know, like with the security just either getting bombarded or whatever, to literally take away innocent people.
Right.
No reason.
And this ain't the first rodeo that's been going on Travis Scott concerts. I mean, you think it's a video of like him 2015. Someone trying to steal his shoes. He tell people in the crowd, fuck the person up because it's stealing his shoes. This before Travis Scott with Jordan Brand or anything else. Someone legitimately trying to steal his shoes. They're like, man, Travis Scott, like, man, fuck him up, man, fuck him up. And they respectfully, they legitimately did that shit. And I'm like, man, you know what? I can never see myself like I fuck with his music. Don't get me wrong, but I can never fuck with his concerts. Hell no, I'm not about to risk my health or my safety.
Kind of reminds me of like
at a concert
like
like
metal concerts, like mosh pits. You know, like
right. And that they be on shit like that in the concerts. They be on that shit 100%. I'm like, hell no, fuck that. I'm cool. I'm straight.
Yeah, nah. That's one of those things too. Like I'm like you, KBM. Like I fuck with Travis Scott's music too. I like his music. I like the Astroworld album. I like his singles that he had. I like what he put out with Jordan Brand. Like I like the sneakers. I thought they were dope. But like everything in terms of like how he conducts his business out there like that, and how he's like telling pretty much like to fuck up this member in the crowd or whatever. Like, yo, bro, like you're in a position, dude, where you could move the masses, man. You can you're making an impact in the world, and by you to put yourself out there in that way,
now you're the biggest talk of the whole entire planet right now with this concert. And you don't want to take no accountability. Only thing, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do give him credit for fucking trying to pay for funerals and everything else, but that's not enough.
But it kind of it almost be like if Tupac or Biggie back in the 90s were to say that exact same thing, like if they were to sell a line of stuff, kind of tying it back to the Mitchell and Ness thing, like basically if they were to like sell a jersey or something like that and someone tried to sell it retail and they basically told them F this person up, or it's just like it's one of those things where it's just like no matter who you are or like how big you are, all it takes is one person to this world is so messed up. It's not even.
I'm telling you. Funny. I am telling you. And if, in fact, what dude said on the comment or whatever, it is a death wish going to a concert. You don't know if you're gonna come back alive or you gonna be in a damn body bag. Like that's how fucking crazy this shit is.
That's scary.
That really is. I can never see myself going. I'll fuck with his music on Spotify or whatever if it's still on there. But other than that, I cannot ever see myself going to a concert like that.
But now, quick question though: if Mitchell and Ness and Travis Scott would ever come up with a collab, how quickly do you think that shit would sell out?
It still would sell. It still would sell because
I mean, it would. I would guess it would take like under an hour for all that shit to sell out.
It still would sell due to the fact that people still fuck with Travis. Before, during, and after this shit.
Yeah. Trying to at least kind of come back to what like the point was tonight, Rez. Sorry, I know it's just I know how quickly we could get off tangents and just kind of, but it's just like it'd be interesting to see, like all these pop culture. Now, an honest opinion, if they were to ever come up with like a tribute for like Biggie or Tupac or guys like that, do you think they would sell out with a young, like with Mitchell and Ness or something like that if they were to ever collab? Do you think all that stuff even to this day?
For sure. I mean, like the way that we're breaking this down, people, the general person doesn't think like we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they think of it as there's money, there's hype. There's a lot to be made with that.
And that's the thing though.
And would they just be kind of like taking advantage of their namesake, or do you think it would actually be like like a genuine would it be like let's say if they come up, because how long has like Tupac and Biggie been like gone? Because it was a little before my time, like right around my time ish maybe, but like if they were to come out like what was that? Sorry.
No, it's been like over a decade already, dude.
Yeah. Do you think if they were to like come out with like a 20th anniversary of like celebrating, like how quickly do you think that stuff would sell out? Like if Mitchell and Ness or yeah,
in a heartbeat.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
You even got to wink your eyes. It's going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Sam, you know what, man? Just to highlight your comment, I'm heavily contemplating on doing it, and I'm not, you know, like don't get me wrong, I didn't buy those sneakers because they were. I mean, like, yeah, I bought them because they were Travis Scott, but I also bought them because I really liked it. I like the colors, I like the sneaker, I like the Oilers jerseys. I have an Oilers jersey to match with my, you know, Travis fours. But like honestly, like after seeing this shit that's happened, that's transpired in you know the last like month or so, like I don't fuck with that. Like you know, I really don't want to have something like that. Like as somebody who genuinely likes to wear sneakers, those are some sneakers right now that are like I'm just ready. I'm almost like this close to just getting rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, there's some weight there in making me make the decision because in the event where I just want to wear my shoes, you know, if I want to get those shoes again, I know I'm gonna have to pay an arm and a leg to get them, and I'm not about that life no more. You know what I mean? Like I
And not
put
to mention, though, Rez, kind of going back to that comment too, even if you were to sell that stuff, I mean, you'd still get an arm and a leg for that because there's still a lot of people that
I
absolutely.
would.
those guys. You know what I mean?
I would, but that was not my intention of why I bought them in the first place.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
bought them because I wanted to wear them. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah, and it kind of comes back to like the whole thing, like even with like early on in the stream, you know, with like the Mitchell and Ness fashion jerseys versus the authentic jerseys, you know, people are going to spend their money however they want, you know, whether they believe in what the person did or if they, you know, think that the person is a piece of crap or they love the person even with whatever happens, you know, it's like at the end of the day, people are going to spend money on what they want. It's just, you know, up to you if you want to actually be a part of that. You know, kind of going back to the whole fashion versus authentic versus, you know, Travis Scott versus big. At the end of the day, people are going to spend their money whenever they want. So
That's facts.
It is. You just got to be smart about how you do it. You know,
Mhm.
what you're putting your money in. Like I for me, like I haven't really bought any sneakers in a while. You know, and every time I try to get sneakers, like they're either sold out or you know I didn't win the raffle or whatever it may be, you know, case may be. I
Mhm.
was really looking forward to getting those 11s this past weekend, and I took a fat L. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even try with sneakers or anything like that because the way I look at it, I'm already in debt as it is with the Jersey game and all that stuff. Not like, yeah, but it's just one of those things where it's just like the sneaker game is it's an altogether different animal than the Jersey game. Just like the fashion game is an altogether different animal than the sports game. It's just crazy to like, you know, like especially if you're a person of like the different cultures like you are, Rez, when it comes down to it. It's just like it always fascinates me seeing how crazy people get over literally just articles of clothing. Basically, let's just put it that way. It's just articles of clothing at the end of the day, but it's just like, you know, case in point, if I were to sell something like this tomorrow, if it was like signed by Tom Brady for like $600, $700 or something like that, when I paid like 20, it's just crazy to see, you know, people when it comes to stuff like that.
you know, like I try not to put that kind of assessment when assessing like apparel, because I mean then the same person can kind of, you know, push it back and be like, well, dude, you're spending X amount of dollars on jerseys. You know, who would spend that? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things. You know, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, to each his own. Everybody they spend their money on how they want to, and
Mhm.
basically people dictate how they spend their money and how much they spend on a particular item, whether it be clothing, whether it be goods, you know, based on what's for them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people out there who I know would not spend more than $60 on a jersey. Like anything above $60 on a jersey is like out of the world for them.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing with the shoes. Like people were like, I would never spend X amount of dollars on a pair of shoes. You know, this is ridiculous. You know, I could get a pair of shoes for like $20 or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I get it. Everybody has their own limits, and they have their own threshold on what they would pay for a particular piece. Um, Danzel says I got my Travis Force for retail, and no way hell would I pay 2,000 plus for that. I wouldn't. And
Yeah.
I won my pair for retail. And even if I didn't have the pair and I wanted it, I wouldn't spend that.
Yeah.
Jake needs to spend some of that bread on them walls. TJ, yo, what's good? What's good, man? Appreciate you hopping on, man. Yeah, so basically, man, like in terms of where I'm at with the whole Travis Scott thing, I don't fuck with that type of mentality as an artist, as somebody who has a voice and opportunity like he does to be able to touch the masses that way, dude. Like I feel like he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, he fucked up. You know, there's nothing that he could do to make up for those lives that were lost.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of what I want to see, to be honest with you, like I want to see big name companies like Nike and Jordan Brand really just making that decision and just deciding to cut ties with him, because hell, they cut ties with Manny Pacquiao, who was like one of the biggest boxing stars at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
He made comments, homophobic comments about gays and stuff like that, and they just cut him loose, like no question. Nobody died with what he said. At least I don't think anybody died. You know, Travis Scott does this, dozens of people die, and we're still waiting on what's going to happen. I mean, Live Nation, Coachella dropped him. I don't know if you saw that, but like he was supposed to perform at Coachella, and they paid
no go.
Yeah, they paid a 25% fee, basically for taking him off.
It just. Oh, by the way, kind of like turning this into something more positive. Did you see what LeBron James wore going like before the game?
No.
He wore a Penguins jersey.
Oh, was that today? I thought that was
that was today.
I saw the photo. I saw it on Kings, but I was like, is this an old photo? Is this
No, that was like, at least according to everything I saw, that was literally him walking into the Staple or whatever the heck was it, crypto.com currency center now or whatever.
Yeah,
or Christmas or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so anyway, well, like I say, just it's been a fun night, fellas, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and log off here pretty soon just to kind of enjoy the rest of the night. But
I got one more day of work, and then I'm free after 20 days in a row.
Yeah, well, KBM, like I was kind of telling Rez and the guys before, today's kind of a tough day for me because today is sort of an anniversary of a loved one passing away.
Oh man,
that I just can't, but it's just one of those things where I thought I'd come on for a little bit, just kind of clear my mind and just sort of enjoy talking about stuff that I love to talk about with a bunch of people, so.
Right. Nike was about to drop caps.
You know what? Like, I feel the same. First thing I want to say, sorry to hear about that or whatever. Number two, shit, I'm tired of shit. I'm about to be on day. This will be day 20 of me working tomorrow, and then I'm off for a whole weekend to recover. So shit. I mean, this is like my escape route and all. That's why I always hit up Reds like, what we doing? Is you live or is you gonna be live and shit? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Gotta come support the family, man. Gotta support my brother and all. So,
I appreciate that,
man. It's all good, but shit. Otherwise, prayers to you, Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Like I say, today is 15 years since my mom passed away. So
for sure, man.
But like I say, I just I love coming on and talking all this stuff. And like I say, a lot of these guys that I talk to on a weekly and daily basis are literally guys that I looked up to when I first got into this game. So I'd like to actually be on a live stream with, a lot of these guys, and like talking about my passions and their passions and just stuff like that. Just kind of, it never like loses its muster to me, especially with how 2021 has been in a year in general for me. But it's always nice, especially meeting a lot of people that, thank you, Chris. But it's just like, it always, makes me appreciate doing stuff like this because who knows, case in point, even going back to the Travis Scott thing, a lot of those guys who may not have made it out of there didn't know that'd be their last day of their lives. But I'll tell you what, though, I mean, going to one of your favorite artists, if that's the way to go out, fuck it, sign me up, If I'm going to go enjoy myself, why not? At the end of the day, why not die doing what you love to do or die, watching one of your favorite artists of all time or whatever the case might be, If you're going to go out that way. Because I had a family member who was ironically enough on his like anniversary of like high school graduation and stuff like that. That just was out on like a boat and stuff like that and passed away like of a massive heart attack and stuff like that. But it's just like at the end of the day, what it comes down to for me is if I'm gonna die, I might as well die doing what I love. And instead of just being cooped up in a room and stuff like that, because it just goes to show that no matter what happens, though, there's always a community that you can come on to and just say screw it, and just kind of enjoy yourself and just enjoy doing what it is you do. And as long as it doesn't hurt anybody or is illegal or whatever the case may be, you do you at the end of the day. I always say this, and whoever needs to talk to me or whatever, my DMs are always open. Can't guarantee I'll get back to you right away, depending on work, sleep, and all that stuff. But it's just like I'll try to make an effort to at least contact and get back to you, regardless of what happens. So, with that being said, you guys have a good night, and I love every single one of you. I love coming into these live streams, and I just love being able to just kind of give my opinions, ideas, and all that stuff. So,
yeah, no doubt, man. I wish you the best, Jake. Sorry, I called you Chris for a second, but I wish you the best, man. And like I said, I'm glad that you come here and others, like you, KBM, come here and just kind of sit back, drink a cold one and just, kick it, man, and talk shop, man. Because if we all lived in the same city, man, pretty sure we'd be doing this in person.
Oh hell, most definitely.
It'd be kind of cool to go out to the Bay just to kind of experience what life's like that, especially being a Midwestern guy who, just has his own thing and just, used to a certain thing and this and that and the other thing, just like getting together with like, actually case of point, with you and Bay Area Throwback actually meeting together, even though you live not that far away from each other, it's amazing who you can run into and just, who has the same opinions as you or who has differing opinions as you, but, believes in you as a person in general. It's just like, which is why I always, and again, like I say, Rez, you're usually pretty good at letting us know if we're kind of crossing a line or just, maybe trying to either start something unintentionally or just kind of veering off of what, we're trying to talk about. But it's just like, so. Yeah, with that being said, fellas, you guys have a good night, and I appreciate every single one of you. I love you guys like brothers, doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, Asian, black, white, whatever, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all love the jersey game, the shoe game. We love sports, and we just love humans. So you guys have a wonderful night and Merry Christmas and all that stuff, and we'll catch you on the next live.
I appreciate you, Jake, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the stream just because I have some things I need to take care of. But just for everybody that's in here who tuned in, or just tuned in, man, I appreciate you guys for real. I do these live streams every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. I try to make different topics every week to kind of keep it interesting. I don't just talk about jerseys, even though majority of the time we do. But, I talk about everything from sneakers, everything to, collectibles, pop culture, life, real life situations and stuff like that. I try to keep the conversations relevant to the channel. I try to bring new guests. I try to bring back, reoccurring guests, KBM, you being supporting the channel. I appreciate you, tuning in.
Most definitely.
Jake, who's pretty much like one of my regulars, he's always tuning in, even if he's doesn't know too much about the topic. He's always willing to put in his 2 cents on the situation. But yeah, these are dope topics, man. Today's topic, I was talking about the new Bleacher Report rapper / Mitchell & Ness jerseys that just dropped earlier this week. And then, we kind of surfaced about the whole Travis Scott situation and stuff like that. If you guys are curious to see what we talked about, you could watch the playback of this live once I end the stream here, and you could go back and watch it from the beginning until to this point. Sorry, I'm like tongue twisting right now. But yeah, man, I do want to wish everybody happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. I actually will not be going live next week, just because it is Christmas week. I think Christmas this week falls on a Sunday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think Saturday. Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. So, it's gonna be a cool Christmas, because it being falling on a weekend this year, but also it's the first Christmas, man. Like, I feel like after COVID is starting to, kind of decline a little bit. It's not completely gone, it's still out there, but I think this is the first year where people will actually be able to have time to spend with their family and with their friends and their loved ones and stuff like that. So, wherever you're at in the world, man, I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see in any future lives, my DMs are open. You could check out my social media handles in the description below. Also support KBM, man, if you want, bro. Like, if you could plug your channel again, I'd love to.
Well, pleasure. Anyone, I haven't done a live in so long, man. Shit, since everything from work and life and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I can just tell people, just Instagram, KBM Kicks. You know what I'm saying? We'll be bringing out more content and all. I'm getting more pickups and all shit like crazy. I'm actually looking at some shit right now. It's all keeping on tap, keeping it on quiet mode. But other than that, shit, KBM Kicks on Instagram, man. Follow your boy, man. Shit.
For sure.
If anyone want to DM or whatever, shoot, hit me up.
No doubt.
We can talk sneakers, talk whatever.
For sure, yeah. And that's what I love about everybody that pops in, is that we all have different hobbies and stuff like that we're into. The sneaker game is huge. You know what I'm saying? And KBM does a really great way of doing that on his social media handles and stuff like that. And he's a fellow hat collector like myself. He's into streetwear, rocking the BBC gear today, so it's good vibes, man. Check him out, subscribe to his channel, follow him on IG and all his other platforms. The grind don't stop. It definitely does not, man. By the way, I will be doing one more live for the year. I plan to do it the week after Christmas. So basically that topic, I think that's going to be a good one. Because I'm basically going to be recapping 2021, and I hope to have a lot of guests on there. Hopefully we're not too turned up, because I know everybody's kind of getting celebratory on New Year's Eve, getting ready for the next year and stuff. But I'll keep you guys informed with the topics of stuff like that. But I'm going to call it a night, guys. KBM, again, man, I appreciate you hopping on, brother.
Hey, you already know what it is, shit, man. I'll be tapping in on the next one, man.
For sure, man.
All right, bro. Oh yeah, as always, same, bro, man. Shit, shoot, I'll be getting you up, man.
Yeah, no, I'll hit you up, bro. I'll hit you up in the DMs for sure, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, America, world, man. Y'all be safe.
We tuning out. Have a good night, y'all, and I'll see y'all after Christmas. Happy holidays.
Sir. Yes, sir.